Scorpios, hi my loves, and thanks for coming through. I'm Star. Of course, this is Ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be you guys' first weekly reading for the month of May. Keep in mind that time is fluid, so this could resonate anytime in May. This is also a general reading, so take what resonates with you, leave what does not. This is for all of my sun, moon, rising, however it is that you identify with Scorpio. This is going to be your reading for the first month of, for the first week of May. May is actually coming to us this month. And it's coming in with like that master number 11 kind of energy. There are definitely spiritual messages that will be coming in throughout the month of May. We know we have Taurus season, we have Gemini season, so we definitely want to be able to focus on what it is that we're doing, on our dreams and our goals. And we also want to be loving and caring and kind and communicate through all of that, being able to find the balance in what it is that we need and where we're going and what we're getting done. It's also, being able to live our own truths in life, like being true to ourselves and learning to submit to our higher selves, letting go of just things like ego and being able to see the big picture of things and how it is that we need to get things done, and just being able to recognize what's working for us and what is working against us. Okay. um Scorpio, you guys should actually be feeling like right at home. We are still actually in this we are still in this Scorpio full moon energy, which is very, very strong. Being able to let go of those things that just really no longer serve us. Trying to get where it is in life that we need to go. And it's like you guys here are actually coming in as the Emperor, right? So when I see you as the Emperor, Scorpio, some of you may very well be dealing with or have someone with strong Aries placements in your life, or you may actually have a strong Aries placement yourself. But what it is that I'm seeing here is, with this Emperor, it's time for you to like take control of your own life and create the foundation that it is that you need. It's a lot of passion that goes into being able to control what it is that you need and set forth the foundation that is needed. It does take hard work. It does take determination in order to get done what needs to be done. It's you being able to look at your life and analyze things and see and be like, hey, this right here, right now, it's actually not quite working for me, or or this isn't the way that it was supposed to go down. So you're recognizing those things so that you can get them together. It's like you are getting your business in order so that things can work properly for you. um, it's like um, mm, so for some of you, for a while, Scorpio, you could have I feel like you could have taken your eye like off of the actual prize itself. I feel like you got into a point where you were actually um like you were looking for stability, and you were looking for control, and of course you were trying to be the king of the castle, but it's just like um whatever your original intention was, it's almost like you got away from it. Like, why were you doing this? What is your actual, what is it that you are actually trying to manifest? um and it's like spirit is saying, it's not like spirit is actually saying, like, you have you have the control, or you have the tools that you need, because you've already manifested a lot. um but it's like there's still things to be done. You're definitely in a good position to lead and have like material success and financial stability. It's almost like that is where you're at right now, and that's what you've been able to manifest. Like you have been able to manifest um, good business. Like some of you, you maybe finally got a job, or your finances are finally flowing like like you wanted them to, and it's like, okay, all right, like I can get with this. um but then I have someone who is, it's not but, there's someone who is very very strong, someone who is very um independent, um, someone who has just really, really been through a lot, and that maybe, what has caused you to lose focus. It's like you've been going through so much, like on your own, um, and life may have just really just like overshadowed everything that you were trying to do, because there was so much in life that you had to face. It's almost like, there was like smoke and mirrors, things you didn't see through clearly, and then life came and said, wait, hold up, slow down, like this is what it is, and this is what needs to be done. It is definitely, you definitely have the support that you need, although a lot of times you a lot of times you don't feel that way. You don't feel like the support that you need is there, because you are so independent. um and there are times that you actually try to organize things, and sometimes they just don't work out the way that you expect them to work out, and it leaves you feeling like no one is actually there to help you out. But that actually makes you stronger, Scorpio, and it makes you go harder. Like, oh, okay, don't nobody want to be there for me. Let me show you something right quick. Like, I don't really need you. um, and that's really what I'm getting with that. It's like you are pretty much self-sufficient, like emotionally, like you're really not needy at all. Um, but I feel like in the beginning, like when you started everything out, when you were the emperor, and I'm not going to say when you were the emperor, because you are the emperor, things are still like manifesting and working out for you. But it's like whatever started you on this was, it wasn't for you to actually, like be alone and have to stand ground by yourself. It's almost like you started with a point to prove. Um, which is unfortunately a lot of times Scorpio's energy. Scorpio has a tendency or a way to actually be like self-destructive. So like this is, like I said, like this is May. This is you finding the balance between soaring and failure. The balance between um, greatness and self-sabotage, and that really is what the it's almost like that's what the emperor, the contrast between the emperor and the queen of swords is. It's like, the emperor, is all about family. The emperor, is all about business and wanting things to work out, being able to control and set a foundation for not just itself, but for the overall empire. The emperor just like runs things, and that is a great way to be. But it's just like, because of life and the things that have happened on the course of this, it's like you've become like this standalone person. You've become like this very very independent like person. Um, it's like you usually speak you're very smart, you're witty, you usually speak your mind, you're usually right, but it's just like, like sometimes your swords or your words can come off too harsh, and those that are around you are not able to understand that. And it's like, spirit is asking you, like, maybe you need to, this is a point where you need to um, take some of the edge off your blade. Like, like you don't have to, you don't have to walk around giving everybody the blade, or you know, like just being sharp tongued, like, you know, like remain witty, remain I mean, that's just who you are. Remain witty, remain, you know, intellectual, you know, remain fair, you know, all of that stuff. But be open. Like, you see, like the Queen of Swords, like she is here. Like, she has the sword in one hand because she, you know, she needs to use it when she can, just like the Emperor has the sword in one hand, needs to use it when she can, but you also want to be open at the same time. Whenever you're doing this, you have this Page of Wands that is actually coming in, and there is creativity and potential that is there. This is an active energy. This is spirit telling you to be optimistic and be fearless in what it is that you are getting ready to do. Like, don't be afraid. It's okay to like dive in. It's like um um it's like you have a lot of ideas when it comes to things, but you want to make sure you're channeling the Emperor, you know, being able to control those ideas, being able to set a foundation for those ideas, so that you can actually move forward. There's definitely good news that is coming in for you, that is work related. Um, so you may be getting a letter or a call, or someone, you know, just maybe telling you about an opportunity that you have, um, when it comes to these things, so that you can continue to be the Emperor and, you know, have that control that you need in life. You've been through enough already, Scorpio. It's time for you to just like um, be open, you know, emotionally allow things to release. Like, you know, it's for the birds. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, like just release. Like, this is just a really good time for you to be able to release like any negative thoughts that you have, or you know, just like beating yourself up about anything, or things just like not going your way, or um, it's just time for you to free yourself from all of that, and be able be open to accept the good news that is getting ready to present itself. Okay, because it's like you are prepared. Like, you've prepared yourself, you've set a foundation for this, but when it comes about, like, you know, like, you just need to be open. Don't be so harsh, don't be so rigid in yourself or with anyone else, like when it comes to these ideals. So I definitely hope that makes sense, Scorpio. Wow, the card that you have is perspective. um okay, okay, perspective. Like, how do you see things, right? Are you the Emperor, or are you the Queen of Swords, right? Okay, so let's see what it says here. To look through, regard from a particular standpoint or distant view, relationship in proportion to the whole. Drawing this card may alert you to the fact that you are only seeing a tiny speck in proportion to the whole. How are you perceiving things? Evaluate situations carefully. Look at all sides of an issues. Look at all sides of an issue from the place where you are now. There can be great disparity in your perceptions. You may even experience a shift in core values. Look thoroughly. Stand back and view things carefully from all angles. Consider many alternatives. Because you are always changing, things look differently at a later time. Try to be objective, but put fear and ego pain aside. What outside influences may be clouding your thoughts? An attitude change can influence how you perceive something. Be sure you are balanced before making decisions. The choice is yours. Look for an overall outcome. Drawing this card is a clear indicator that you are being given the chance to discern subtle energies. Use them for the greatest and highest good for all. If that just doesn't sum up the whole reading. Perspective, balance. You don't have to be alone. You're not really alone. And, you know, you had an objective for the whole from the beginning. Like, you know, the Empress thinking about the whole family, but now you're kind of just focusing on yourself. So I definitely hope that makes sense. I hope it resonates. If you need a personal reading, you know you can reach me at any of the outlets listed below. Thank you for coming through and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. Go be great, Scorpio.